Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. In this video I just want to take a look at the shorter time frame chart. In the previous video we took a look at the daily chart and even the weekly chart. So if you're interested in the long-term outlook for Bitcoin, long-term chart, feel free to check out the previous video from earlier today. But in this video I just really want to give you a quick intraday update as there is a lot of movement. However, I think altcoins are getting more interesting. We've noticed yesterday a dip in Bitcoin dominance. So I promised you in the previous video, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. So I promised that in the previous video. So let's do that just to get an idea. Not going to take a look at the whole chart, the entire chart, but the idea is this, we've seen it yesterday, late yesterday. I posted that even on Twitter yesterday. If you're interested in additional updates, if you want to understand if things are changing, then feel free to follow us there as well. 12 hours ago, pointed out there's a noteworthy shift in momentum on the Bitcoin dominance chart. And these are sort of the updates we provide for gold members as well. It happened right at this when the dip started, but obviously there are many more for our gold members. But there are some on Twitter, on X, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. But you can see here, this was when possibly this third wave has formed the top. Now, that's in itself not really too meaningful, but it's definitely something to watch for in the coming days because it is a noteworthy dip and it's not confirming a major top yet, but it indicates things could be shifting. Now, that in addition to possibly promising structures on several altcoin charts now could indicate that an altcoin rally is coming. Now, I know it's been boring in recent weeks. I know it has been, and not only weeks, but months. But this could actually be the time where it's more important than ever now to watch the altcoin sector, because I think things are starting to build there. I'm spotting it here and there, right? Small micro 5-wave patterns to the upside, small movements, small setups that are forming. I shared already a few today on Discord. Again, also coins that we're not covering on YouTube. There are setups here and there, but I think it's important to be picky. I think I mentioned in the previous video that, the narrative is at the moment still, meme coins, sort of, right? And that's just not sustainable. So it's important to focus on quality. Meme coins, then just focus on the setup, but still it's important to understand it's not sustainable. So things could change a lot in the altcoin sector. And all I want to communicate is important to be picky. It's not like you just throw all your money on a random altcoin and it's going to move. I think it's still important to be watching for key setups there. So looking at the short-term Bitcoin chart then, this is interesting. Now, Bitcoin dominance going down, Bitcoin going up means the altcoins should go up a little bit more, right? That's at least the thesis that we have at the moment, or at least what we see right now. Again, bear in mind, this is just a very short-term chart here. I should better go to the 30-minute chart. But the idea is here that we could still see further upside extensions as long as we're holding 71,950. So that's been the communication. I see the potential for upside extensions as long as we're holding 71,950. If that lower box is tested, it's likely an A, B, C structure or so in the green count, which I've labeled here with a question mark and a possible alternative. We could still see one more high. However, obviously there is an upper support area which allows for direct upside continuation. And again, price did hold it. So this again still suggests that we could see further upside extensions either in a fifth wave or maybe the third sits here. That's not so important. The levels are more important. Communication has been that the next ideal target for this extension is at 78K. We could still get there. I can even see this extension stretch out into the 80K region. Yeah, that might mean 81K or even higher, depending on which microstructure is unfolding. For now, I'm looking at higher. As long as we don't even break below 74,200, there's absolutely no sign that a top has formed. Yeah? And that obviously has a positive impact on altcoins as well, which then coupled with a decrease in Bitcoin dominance could spark a bit more of a rally in the altcoin sector. But it's just important to be picky and not just randomly choose altcoins without a setup or without clear parameters. The altcoin sector is just too fragile for that. But yeah, this is looking interesting. Okay, how could the microstructure unfold? As I said, 1, 2, 3. This is a bit deep for a wave 4, but it's still valid, and we could just form one more high, maybe an extended wave 5 to 78K. It is also possible that this was another 1-2 setup and we're dealing with a larger diagonal and it's just extending out further, which is why I said, I'm not going to call a top in place until we really break support. So this would actually look better, but we'll see how it develops. That just means if we get to 78K and it's still forming a higher low and a higher high, that's the extension. So I might make that adjustment later today. It's definitely something to watch for, but in the short term, doesn't make a difference. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.